On November 28, 1986, the new Xi Zeta chapter was chartered to serve the Alexandria, Virginia community. The vision of international past president Eunice S. Thomas, New Xi Zeta was the first Zeta chapter in Northern Virginia. The ladies of New Xi Zeta have always strived to do the very best to serve and advocate for communities in need. In March 1994, New Xi Zeta held a successful symposium on violence on Capitol Hill. Due to the prominence of New Xi Zeta members, the event brought together major stakeholders from Capitol Hill and the healthcare community. One of the featured experts attending the symposium was the late Beverly Holman Miller, MD, a former District of Columbia Deputy Commissioner of Health and a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Many of the chapter's early members have served in prominent leadership positions. Dr. Lucy Perez served as the president of the National Medical Association. Dr. Elaine McDowell served as administrator, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. Sarah Green served as president and CEO of the National Head Start Association. Beatrice Welters serves as the ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago. Early in the chapter's history, scholarships were awarded to deserving students from T.C. Williams High School, and the chapter continued the relationships with the awardees after the students had gone to college.
Not only did we give scholarships, we also mentored our young people and actually would take them to dinner with their parents so that their parents understood who their children were involved with. And it was very nice because we were role models. It was nice to say this is a physician who happens to be president of the National Medical Association. This physician happens to be the Deputy Commissioner of Health for DC. This person happens to be, like myself, the director of the Center for Substance Abuse Prevention. These are senior members of that particular federal agency. So it all, worked out.
Today, New Xi Zeta and the New Xi Zeta Have Foundation work tirelessly to identify deserving students and mentor them as they continue their educational careers. Z-Hope, Zetas Helping Other People Excel, is one of the newest initiatives introduced by the National Sorority. Z-Hope is an interactive, holistic, and multidimensional outreach service program. The program is designed to enhance, cultivate, and empower participants to develop health-promoting lifestyle choices. The chapter partners with the City of Alexandria to teach area women basic self-defense tactics, works with the Alive House to assist in various activities, and participates in the Walk for the Homeless. New Xi Zeta has maintained a long-time partnership with Community Lodgings, a low-income transition housing program whose mission is to lift families from a state of instability and homelessness to independence and self-sufficiency.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Baxley, Executive Director of Community Lodgings. Our motto or slogan is opening doors to independence. We also have an extensive after-school program for the entire neighborhood. This program actually began as an evening program educating the adults, giving them computer literacy and ESL. Realizing that the Learning Center was not being used during the afternoons, we decided to open up an after-school program for the youth, not only in our transitional families or our homeless families, but also youth for the whole neighborhood. We work closely with the public schools to make sure that what we're doing with the children transfers back to the classroom. And the idea of this program is to prevent homelessness so that these children grow up, they have a strong footing on which to step into life and to be successful. We also are grateful to Zeta Phi Beta for helping us with specifically mentoring, budget mentoring, and working with our families to give them the guidance and support they need to be as successful as they are.
For nearly 40 years, the national chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority has enjoyed a partnership with the March of Dimes.
We did a health fair in the local Alexandria Mall, where we let people come by and pick up health information, not just for their babies, through March of Dimes, but also for themselves. Because in the Black community, as we all know, there's a lot of issues with health issues, lack of access to health care, and we thought that passing out information to people in the community would be good and would help people understand that their bodies are a temple of sorts.
The new Xi Zeta chapter has a long history of encouraging change in our community through social action.
I'm Laverne Chapman, President and CEO of the Northern Virginia Urban League. The Urban League is really an empowerment movement. We want to help underserved people reach economic security. We want to make sure that people are educated on the issues, and we could not have a better partner than the Zetas. These young ladies are empowered, they're impactful, they're self-motivated, and hard-working. Our partnership started in '08 around voter empowerment, educating people around the issues. Then we went into voter registration. After voter registration, we found out that people needed their voting rights restored. The Zetas were right there. Then the 2010 census came on. Zetas were right there again, helping us in hard-to-serve communities, helping us in undercounted communities. So I just don't think we could have a better partner in the Northern Virginia region, in Alexandria, in this whole area, than the Zetas.
Hi, I'm Randy Phillip with the Northern Virginia Black Chamber of Commerce. I very much thank the new Xi Zeta chapter for partnering with us. They're very important community partners. We at the Chamber of Commerce believe it's important that we reach out to our sororities and our fraternities. Tonight we just had a candidates forum where the new Xi Zeta chapter participated as volunteers to help greet our politicians, to help prepare some of the pass-outs that we're doing for our politicians, our elected officials, and our attending guests. It's a very important relationship that we got. We're hoping that we will continue in the rest of 2010 and 2011.
New Xi Zeta, we have a benchmark, and that benchmark is constantly shifting and it's always going up. We raise the bar whenever we've been able to successfully implement a program, and we just keep going further. You know, any organization carries the influence of those that came before them. The women of New Xi Zeta today are not the women that chartered the organization in the mid-'80s, but we really still carry the influence of what they did. 25 years later, we are still working under the same very strong service culture that they established. And so that's why it's really important for us to recognize these women, because they have paved the way for us. And we are emulating and then going above and beyond what it is that they've accomplished.